Assalamu alaikum everyone, hope you're all doing good. As we all know that now we are on unit 4, lesson number 2, which is the Skylark. Let me give you a short explanation of this poem. The Skylark is a kind of a bird which you can see over here. First of all, you need to learn the word meanings from the word bank, which is hang between the two, that means moving or flying between the sky and the earth. In gay accord means in harmony with, that means in contact with someone. On the wing means in flight or flying somewhere. Skylark means a songbird, definitely it's the name of one of the birds. Sword means circled, moving round and round, and the last one is speck, that means dot, very small. So the poem The Skylark is one of the famous poem which is written by Christina Rossetti. And she is being talking about the skylark, and the poem is the celebration of life, nature and love. So the poetess has mentioned about one sunny morning when she was passing by the cornfields and she heard the skylark's song. Below the skylark, the butterflies were cheerfully dancing and flying, and then she remembered that the skylark might have a nest. She's impressed by its song and she wanted to stay there forever, and she was definitely fascinated by all this beauty, the beauty of the skylark and the beauty of the day, and it might be a sunny day or it might be a spring day. So this is in short the short summary of the skylark, and I hope you will understand the entire poem after reading the poem. Now, as we all know that according to our today's lesson planner, we have read the entire poem, and now we have part A, question number 1 and 2. And I need all of you to answer the first question by yourselves, but I'm going to give you a quick description of this question number 1 and question number 2. Let's see what we have in question number 1. So our question number 1, part A, is where was the skylark? Where was it flying? And the answer is that the skylark was hanging between the earth and the sky, or it was flying between the earth and the sky. Question number 2 is, who is listening to the bird's song? And the answer is that the poet and perhaps the skylark's mate. Mate means companion. The poet is listening to the skylark's song, and the skylark's companion is listening to the song. Part C is, when does the skylark sing and when is it silent? What is the time when he starts singing, and when is the time when it remains silent? And the answer is that the skylark sings when it is flying up. When it goes up, it starts singing, and it stops singing when it flies down, and whenever it flies down, it stops singing. Last part is, which words and phrases in the poem tell us that what time of the year it is? Make a list. Now we need to tell that what is the time and or what is the season when the skylark was singing the song. As we know that it is early summertime or spring. Why? Because we have different descriptions given. As we know that we have read that we have green corn trees or fields, butterflies were dancing, the earth was green and the sky was blue, and it was a sunny morning. So it could be a summertime or a springtime. All right. Now these questions are a little more difficult. Discuss them first. Try to answer them by yourself. Discuss it with your parents. Let's move forward towards our question number 2, which is answer the following questions with reference to the context. And you need to write them down on your books, okay? Let's see what is the reference to the context. A stage below in gay accord, white butterflies danced on the wing. Part A is, what was the stage above? What was above the skylark? And the answer is that the blue sky. So the blue sky was above the skylark. Part B is, what was in the stage above? That means that where the skylark was flying, and what was the things that was around him, and where the skylark was circling around. So the answer is that in the stage above were fine sun and the shagbark. When the Skylark was flying, it was a fine sunny day, and it was flying round and round the shagbark. Shagbark is is a name of a tree. Okay, so it was a fine sunny day, and it was moving round and round around the shagbark tree. And the last question is, what in particular does the word accord refer to? Or what is the meaning of the word accord? So the word accord means in harmony with. This is the actual meaning of the word accord, in harmony with. And what does it mean? That it means in contact or in agreement with something very in a polite manner or in a good manner. And how does it describe the skylark? The skylarks dancing and singing were in harmony with the white butterflies dancing around the cornfield. That means that the skylark was dancing and singing in agreement or in a good manner, just like the butterflies were dancing around in the cornfield. That means they were in good contact with each other. So these were the questions that we took today, and I hope you understood today's lesson. Thank you so much for listening.